Hi, welcome to this episode of We're in This Boat Together. I'm your host Diane Wenzel, and today we're going to learn about how to reach and tack our sailboat on the water. We're going to start off by looking at wind. Wind is indicated by arrows coming from the top of my board. At first we're going to aim our boat across the wind, 90 degrees, on what we call a reach. I'm going to draw the cockpit area right here. And our sail is luffing by that squiggly line. In our boat, our captain is going to sit at position B, and our crew will either be sitting at D or E, sometimes at the X's as well, but forward of the captain. To make our boat go across the water, we're going to start sheeting in. As we sheet in, the luffing disappears out of the luff of the sail, the leading edge of the sail. The leading edge of the sail, that's the last part of the sail that stops luffing after we sheet in. If we sheet in too much, the sail will continue to be full, but it's not as full as it can be. We want the sail to be as full as it can be without luffing. So in order to test that, we sheet out until the sail begins to luff, and then sheet in just till it stops luffing, and our boat is sailing on a reach. The tiller in our boat works opposite. So if I wanted to sail over more towards the happy face, as opposed to the funny face, I put the tiller more towards the starboard side of the boat, and then when I'm on my course, I hold the tiller straight. And that's how we reach across the wind. In order to stop the boat, we sheet out, and the sail luffs, and the boat will stop. We call that safety position. We're limited on our space in the harbor, so we're going to reach for a little while, but then we have to turn around and reach the opposite direction. There's steps to this, and the skill is called making a tack maneuver. To make the tack maneuver, the first step is that we're going to look around and make sure that the coast is clear. The second step is we want to make sure that we have speed in order to make the tack. In order to make sure we have speed, we want our sail to be trimmed as full as it can be without luffing, and we want our tiller to be straight. Speed. Once we have those two things, we're ready to make our tack maneuver. To do the tack maneuver, we're going to put the tiller to the sail. Tiller to the sail. And since the tiller works opposite, the boat's going to turn up here towards the happy face. The boom's going to start coming over our head. At that time, we're going to duck. Our boat is not on a reach. We want to continue tacking till we get onto a reach, so we're going to keep turning. And since the boom is switching sides, we as well are going to switch sides. Once the boat is aimed onto a new reach, we straighten out the tiller. And we retrim the sail. And that's the steps to making the tack maneuver. Again, I will review. Our boat is sailing on a reach across the wind. We look around, the coast is clear. We have our speed because our tiller is straight and our sail is trimmed. We're ready to make our tack maneuver. We put our tiller to the sail. As the boom comes over our head, we duck. We continue to turn, and we switch sides. All three of these things happen right here. Once we're aimed on our new reach, we straighten our tiller, retrim our sail, and that's how we do our tack maneuver.